Before you swallow another vitamin D pill, stop for 60 seconds. Did you know the wrong dose can quietly raise your risk for kidney stones, irregular heart rhythms, or even a stroke, especially after 60 vitamin D is powerful? It's not candy. And here's the twist, many older adults are taking more than they actually need, often without a simple blood test to check levels first. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to use vitamin D safely and wisely. You'll learn why vitamin D matters for strong bones, steadier muscles, and fewer falls, and where things go wrong when doses creep too high. We'll unpack the red flags of too much vitamin D. Think unusual thirst, nausea, constipation, confusion, the medications that can interact, and how to spot hidden vitamin D stacked across multivitamins, bone formulas, and fortified foods. Most importantly, we'll take a food-first approach, easy ways to get vitamin D from salmon, sardines, eggs, and UV-exposed mushrooms, plus smart sunlight tips that protect your skin. Then, if you still need a supplement, I'll give you a safe, conservative starting range to discuss with your clinician and a simple plan to retest. Stay with me. 90% of avoiding trouble is knowing your number and choosing food before pills. A quick note before we begin. I'm a health researcher working with adults over 60 on evidence-based food-first strategies. This video is general education, not personal medical advice. Your body medications and lab results are unique, especially your 25-hydroxyvitamin D level and kidney function. Please talk with your clinician before changing supplements and never start high doses without testing and follow-up. When in doubt, choose food first, use sunlight safely, and personalize supplements with your care team. Let's start with a 30-second self-check. Count your yes answers. Are you taking 2 to 10,000 IU daily for months without a recent vitamin D blood test in the last 3 to 6 months? Do you have a history of kidney stones, chronic kidney disease, sarcoidosis, or hyperparathyroidism? Are you on a thiazide diuretic like HCTZ, on digoxin, or using high-dose calcium? Have you noticed unusual thirst, frequent urination, nausea, or constipation, muscle weakness, confusion, or heart palpitations? Are you using multiple products with vitamin D? Say, a multivitamin, a bone formula, a separate D capsule plus fortified foods? Do you get very little sunlight and rarely eat fish eggs or fortified dairy or plant milks? Now add them up. A score of 0 to 1, keep learning. 2 to 3, use caution, go food first, and ask your clinician about testing. 4 or more, pause supplements and check labs. And if you want, type quiz and your score in the comments to help others learn. Why does vitamin D get so much attention after 60? Think of it as a helper hormone for your bones, muscles, and immune system. It tells your gut to absorb calcium and phosphorus, the raw materials for strong bones, so you're less likely to thin out faster than you should. Did you know adequate vitamin D is linked with better lower body strength and fewer falls? That matters when a simple stumble can lead to a hip fracture. Vitamin D also supports muscle fibers, so they fire quickly when you catch your balance. Many people notice steadier walking and less of that wobbly feeling once low levels are corrected without overshooting into high doses. Your immune system uses vitamin D like a thermostat. Too low and it may not respond well to infections. Too high and you can push calcium out of balance. Some people notice better mood and energy when deficiency is corrected again. The goal is enough, not more and more. Here's the key idea: vitamin D works best as part of a team. Calcium, magnesium, vitamin K, from leafy greens, and some fermented foods and protein all help bones remodel and muscles stay strong. That's why a food-first approach. Fatty fish, eggs, fortified dairy or plant milks, and UV-exposed mushrooms often gives you steady, gentle support before you even consider a pill. Now the part most people never hear: too much vitamin D can quietly push calcium too high in your blood. A problem called hypercalcemia. Imagine a slow drip that starts to dry you out. Early clues include unusual thirst, dry mouth, frequent urination, especially at night, nausea or constipation, headaches, and feeling foggy or unusually tired. As levels climb, some people notice muscle weakness, bone pain, irritability, or heart palpitations. Left unchecked, excess calcium can deposit in kidneys and arteries, raising the risk of kidney stones, kidney strain, or calcification in places you don't want it. How does this happen? Megadoses, like 10,000 IU a day or big weekly boluses taken for months without lab testing, are a common trigger. Another trap is stacking a multivitamin plus a bone formula plus a separate D pill plus fortified foods can add up faster than you think. Remember, more isn't better, enough is best. Medications matter too. Thiazide diuretics reduce calcium loss in urine. Combine that with high vitamin D, and you can overshoot your calcium. Digoxin becomes riskier when calcium is high, which can disturb your heartbeat. If you're on warfarin or other anticoagulants, big swings in supplements and diet should be discussed with your clinician. High-dose calcium taken alongside vitamin D can amplify problems, especially if your kidneys aren't working at 100%. Who's at higher risk? Anyone with a history of kidney stones, chronic kidney disease, granulomatous diseases like sarcoidosis or hyperparathyroidism needs extra caution and medical guidance. If you've been on high doses and feel off, don't panic. Call your clinician and ask for labs, including 25-hydroxyvitamin D, serum calcium, and kidney function. Bottom line, vitamin D is powerful medicine. Respect the dose, check your labs, and favor food-first strategies so you get the benefits without the landmines. Let's make safe concrete. The most important number is your 25-hydroxyvitamin D blood test, the best marker of vitamin D status. For many older adults, a practical target is the adequate range set by your lab, often around 20 to 50 nanograms per milliliter. Your clinician may personalize this based on bone density, medications, kidney function, and fall risk. Remember, more isn't better. Sitting comfortably in range is the goal. Food first comes first. Aim to build vitamin D into your day. Fatty fish, such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel, eggs, and fortified dairy or plant milks. If food and safe sunlight aren't enough or your test shows insufficiency, then consider a modest supplement dose that fits your lab result and medical history. Common starting points to discuss with your clinician for maintenance after a normal test: many people use 6 to 1,000 IU per day, with meals if a supplement is needed at all. For insufficiency, many clinicians use 1 to 2,000 IU per day for a short period, then retest. Avoid routine megadoses, 10,000 IU per day, or those very high weekly boluses unless they're specifically prescribed and monitored. Take vitamin D with a meal that contains fat, olive oil, avocado nuts, eggs, or fish to help absorption and reduce stomach upset. Morning or midday works well for many. If you change your dose or start a supplement, recheck in 8 to 12 weeks and adjust with your clinician, especially if you take thiazides, digoxin, or high-dose calcium, or if you've had kidney stones. And watch for signs of overshoot, unusual thirst, frequent urination, constipation, confusion, or heart palpitations. If they show up, pause and call your clinician. Some people need extra caution and a clinician's guidance before taking vitamin D at all. That includes anyone with kidney stones or chronic kidney disease, calcium disorders like hyperparathyroidism or unexplained high blood calcium, granulomatous diseases such as sarcoidosis or tuberculosis, and some lymphomas, which can raise vitamin D activity. People on thiazide diuretics, on digoxin, taking high-dose calcium, or using long-term antacids that contain calcium. And folks stacking a multivitamin, a bone formula, and a separate D pill. If you're bedbound or have very low body weight or appetite, small dosing mistakes hit harder. If any of these sound like you, go food first. Get a 25-hydroxyvitamin D test and personalize your plan with your clinician before adding or changing supplements. Now let's build vitamin D from the kitchen, gentle, steady, and tasty. Top natural sources include fatty fish, salmon, sardines, mackerel, trout, and herring, which deliver meaningful vitamin D, plus omega-3s for heart and brain health. Canned sardines or salmon with the bones also add calcium. Egg yolks provide a small but steady source. Choose pasture-raised when you can for a little extra D. UV-exposed mushrooms can be surprisingly rich. Look for UV treated on the label. And don't forget, fortified options. Many dairy and plant milks, yogurts, kefir, and some cereals are fortified. Check the nutrition facts panel. Pair vitamin D sources with healthy fats, because vitamin D is fat-soluble. Think olive oil, avocado nut seeds, or the fat naturally found in fish. And bring in the support team. Calcium for bones from dairy. Calcium set tofu, canned salmon, or sardines with bones, and leafy greens like collards and kale. Magnesium. To help vitamin D work properly from beans, lentils, pumpkin seeds, almonds, spinach, and whole grains. Vitamin K to guide calcium into bones from leafy greens, and small amounts from fermented foods like natto or aged cheeses. And protein for bone and muscle repair from fish, poultry, eggs. Beans, Greek yogurt, tofu, or tempeh. Here are simple meal ideas you can mix and match. sardine toast, whole grain toast topped with mashed sardines, lemon and olive oil with a side of tomatoes and arugula. A weeknight salmon pan-seared salmon with roasted broccoli and sweet potatoes, finished with olive oil and a squeeze of lemon. A mushroom egg scramble, UV-treated mushrooms sautéed in olive oil, scrambled with eggs and served with avocado slices. A fortified yogurt parfait, plain fortified yogurt, berries, chopped walnuts, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. And a trout salad bowl, baked trout over greens, quinoa, pumpkin seeds, and a light vinaigrette. When you shop, glance at fortified items and aim for 10 to 20% daily value of vitamin D per serving while keeping added sugars low, ideally 6 to 8 grams or less per serving. Curious what you already eat that's fortified? Peek in your fridge and tell me one product you found we can build from there. Sunlight can top up vitamin D, but think gentle, not toasted. Aim for brief mid-morning exposure on face and forearms, often 5 to 15 minutes depending on skin tone, season, and latitude. Fair skin needs less time. Darker skin often needs more. A quick tip: if your shadow is shorter than you are, UV is stronger, keep it short and slip into shade. For any longer time outdoors, wear a hat, cover up, and use broad-spectrum SPF 30 or higher. Never chase a tan or a burn. Your skin's health comes first. To make this practical, here's a simple 7-day plan that builds vitamin D, gently, no mega doses. Your daily anchors: 1 serving of fatty fish or UV mushrooms, 8 to 12 ounces of fortified dairy or plant milk, and 1 to 2 eggs on most days. Pair these with olive oil, greens, beans, and whole grains. On Monday, try a salmon fillet with roasted broccoli and a fortified yogurt parfait. Tuesday, a mushroom spinach omelet for breakfast and sardine toast for lunch. Wednesday, a trout salad bowl and fortified oatmeal made with fortified milk. Thursday, tuna or salmon cakes baked with a crunchy slaw and a kefir smoothie. Friday, an egg and vegetable frittata and a bean and quinoa bowl with avocado. Saturday, mackerel with lemon and fortified cottage cheese with berries. Sunday, roast chicken with a UV mushroom sauté and fortified chia pudding. Hydrate well, include magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds and beans, vitamin K from leafy greens, and protein at each meal. If you're on special diets for kidney, heart, or diabetes care, adapt portions and seasonings with your clinician or a dietitian. If you're wondering whether you personally need a supplement, use this quick decision path. First, you have a recent 25-hydroxyvitamin D test in the past 3 to 6 months. If yes, and you're in range, stay food first. Consider 6 to 1,000 IU per day only if advised. If your level is low or insufficient, add food and consider a modest dose, 1 to 2,000 IU per day short term. Second, check for red flags: kidney stones, chronic kidney disease, sarcoidosis, hyperparathyroidism, thiazides, digoxin, or high-dose calcium. If any, apply pause changes and talk to your clinician first. Third, start low and go slow. Take vitamin D with a meal containing fat, and avoid routine megadoses unless prescribed. Fourth, retest in 8 to 12 weeks. If you're still low, adjust with your clinician. If you're at target, maintain a food-first plan and consider tapering the supplement. And finally, if symptoms of overshoot appear: thirst, frequent urination, constipation, confusion, or palpitations, stop and call your clinician. Let's close with a quick myths and facts round. More vitamin D is always better myth. You can't overdose on vitamins myth, especially for fat-soluble vitamin D. Food and sun won't help myth. For many people, they cover much of your needs. Testing is optional, also a myth. Labs guide safe, personalized dosing. 3 takeaways to remember: test. First, go food first and use the smallest effective dose, then retest. Avoid stacking multiple products and watch for symptoms of overshoot. What's your current vitamin D routine? Comment D plus your daily IU, or share one fortified food you already enjoy. If this helps, subscribe for senior-friendly, science-based nutrition and health tips, and share this with a friend who takes vitamin D. Your bones, muscles, and heart will thank you.